Soul Rising, everyone. Oh, I don't think y'all seen that. Soul Rising, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your Chakra Priestess here to do a reading on Enchanting. I had her on the list for a minute, but I just wanted to wait for some time to actually do the reading with her. So with that being said, of course, she has passed away earlier this year in the month of July, if I'm not mistaken. She did pass away on the day of 7, so there may be a spiritual aspect to what has transpired or the reasoning behind her passing. But she has a life path of, I thought I wrote this stuff. Oh yeah, she has a life path of 9. So she has the same life path as Biggie and Faith Evans and a couple other people. I think Janae Aiko and Big Sean as well. So feel free to, I'll put the description of life path number 9 people on there. But of course, with her name, okay, so this is what I have for her name. So with Enchanting up here at the top, I don't know if y'all can see that. I may have to put a little graphic up here for you all, but her stage name equals out to the number 5, which represents, you know, radical change or prone to change. She's prone to change or metamorphosize or transform a lot, just by how many 5s that's in her stage name itself. She does lack the number 4 within her stage name that represents possibly taking a liking or being good at taking shortcuts. And then we also have a lack of number 6, which talks about looking for perfection and order, especially within the life, especially within the family life, and also represents issues with relationships. Like it could be any form of relationships, more like on the loving aspect, because you know 6 is in relation to the Lover's card, and the Lover's major arcana card in regular tarot. And then of course carried down to her government name, Shannon Nicole Larry, it equals out to the number 100. Of course, with numerology, you drop the zeros and you get 1. Okay, she now with her government name, she also lacks, well, she lacks the number 2, which deals with possibly being overly sensitive, may have issues with a mother figure or women, and then also she lacks the number 4 as well within her government name, which again, just like the stage name, she may be the type of person that likes to take shortcuts. Okay. And then of course with the number 5 frequency, again with her government name, the number 5 is very common in names in general, but again it can fluctuate on whether you're lacking 5s or you have a lot of 5s, just like Enchanting. Now if you're lacking the number 5, then you're more resistant to change. But looks like with Enchanting, she does not mind going through change. Okay. Now, far as like the true crime of it all, since there has been speculation of some sort of foul play, wink wink, if with the conspiracy theorists out there, I'm a little I'm deep into the conspiracy theory, because y'all. All right, so let's get down to it. Can you provide us some insight of Enchanting? Okay. Can you provide us some insight, or please provide us insight of the passing of Enchanting, please? So the person worked in the area. Details leading up to maybe worth investigating. I'll slide that over there. Maybe currently in prison or for another crime. Okay. What else? We got surveillance camera may provide important clues. A witness may not fully disclose all the facts. And this case will remain unsolved until key evidence is discovered. Interesting enough, she is a Libra, which represents the scales. Interesting. Let's see. That is very, very interesting. The person worked in the area, maybe like in the industry, like a oil and gas industry, possibly, just by looking at the picture. Surveillance camera may provide important clues. Witness may not be fully disclosing all of the facts. And then we have a cat that represents some intuitive. Okay. I'm just gonna take a picture of this. That's the wrong app. And then at the bottom is gonna remain unsolved. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay. Now, let's get some other messages for this. Okay. How long could this case may take? Or give us some more insights with this. Next couple of weeks. Not in this lifetime. Oh. 9 months from now. 9 months from now. So I'm recording this on the 7th at 12:59 a.m. I'm recording this on the 7th of September. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So June, so right around the anniversary of passing, possibly. And I'm just gonna move it up a bunch, possibly between June or July. Not in this lifetime. Next couple of weeks. What happens in the next couple of weeks? Maybe 3 weeks. Well, she does have like a early October birthday. I know that. Okay. I'll get some clarified cards with this. Clarify these cards for me, please. And then we'll just go on. Okay. We got the Hermit card in reverse with paranoia, isolation, antisocial. That's Virgo energy, or the Hermit card is Virgo energy. Seven of Pentacles, if things finally manifest, growing results. So things will probably start to come to light, or come to light within a 7-year time span, because the Pentacles, it represents it represents years as far as like on the time span, time spectrum. So oh, and she passed, like I mentioned, she passed on the date of 7. Is 7 her lucky number? You know, that's already, 2 besides 5. Is 7 her lucky number? And then at the bottom of the deck, we got 4 Pentacles. With material possessive, saying, hold on to things too tightly. So somebody's holding out on something, or somebody possibly someone may be possibly holding something within a 4-year time span. That's what I'm into. Like either withholding information or withholding something very valuable within the 4-year time span on that matter. Let me see what else. 6 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and the Death card. Childhood, thinking of the past, support system. 2 of Pentacles represents a partnership or financial juggling. And then the spiritual transformation. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Maybe had to isolate from childhood or from people in the past. Or she may have been reminiscing of the past. Or thinking about the past. Yeah, that's what I've been meant to say. He experienced some ups and downs within the 2-year time span because of the Pentacles. Been trying to balance work and life. But withholding things too tightly, it led to some endings. Interesting. So far, the Pentacles is overruling this, the clarifying cards right now. So money is playing a factor into this already. Money is playing a factor into this. Okay, so I'm gonna slide this over to the side. Okay. Now, what could have been some hidden blockages for Enchanting? Oh, hold on. There we go. What could be some hidden blockages with Enchanting? All or nothing thinking stops you from growing and adapting and enjoying anything that isn't perfect, honoring your progress. And then comfort zone. Fear of uncertainty prevents you from breaking out of your comfort zone. Taking a leap of faith is repeating patterns. Repeating patterns of behavior not being addressed, which forms new behaviors. And then rigid shadow, inflexible thoughts and behavior patterns, outdated beliefs, being uptight, uncompromising. And it was needed for her to keep an open mind and try new things and try not to take herself too seriously and embrace the humor of flexibility. Let's get some additional information. Okay. Thank you. Secret baby or child, kiss me softly. Refuses to take responsibility and ownership. Somebody was plotting on her downfall. Family bringing her down. Oh. So that number 6 does play into a factor in that name. What I mentioned before. What was the T with Miss Enchanting? Fishing for comments. Did I even... Hold up. What was going on around her? Okay. All right, confirmation. My right eye is twitching. Okay. Got it. Fishing for comments. Child neglect. Cock blocking. Moving in silence. Giving money. Anything else? Okay, so we have, there's some envy in the love department. Stop searching for external answers. Okay, look at that 100. Oh gosh. Okay, timing, when the timing is right. Okay, got it. There's some legal matters. There could be some legal matters and some guilt in the love department. Okay. So there'll be legal matters on a general standpoint. Oh, look at that. Look at that number. 70. Take that 0 out. We got the number 7 again. Oh. 6 plus 1, that equals 7. Uh-oh. Yo, this has been... Man. That's the self-care cards. Okay. Let's go ahead and just get into the analysis, child. Oh, Lord. I'm using these cards because I use these cards when people have transition. What's going on at the root? Oh, dang. Here y'all go. And then I had the cards that... Okay. So we got the Ace of Wands. No, yeah, the Ace of Wands and the 8 of Wands. Okay. Let me just... Okay, we got the Ace of Wands and Eight of Wands. The Lover's card at the sacral. Solar plexus, what's going on there? I'm not taking no 2 cards. That's just a no-go. Nope, try it again. Four coins. Eight of baskets. That's basically Eight of cups. Five of baskets. Son of knives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more. And the Hangman. Okay, I'm gonna move these out the way. At the bottom of the deck, 10 of coins. Family legacy. Oh. Family legacy with the 10 of pentacles. My. 10 of pentacles. Dealing with family wealth, inheritance, establishment, generational wealth. Y'all already know what it is. Okay, so just based on the 7 chakras, the root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown, I'm seeing 2 faded cards between the sacral and the crown, which again, the sacral deals with not only feelings and emotions, but it also deals with relationships in all forms, but specifically intimate relationships as far as parenting, childhood upbringing, relationship with your parents, childhood upbringing, and then of course platonic relationships, like intimate loving relationships. Okay, and then we also have like the Hangman card and the crown chakra that deals with the spiritual realm, right? It represents God, it represents the ancestors. So obviously this gives me her energy right here, looking at things in another perspective, or seeing things at a bird's eye view, since she is no longer in the physical realm anymore. So I find that very, very interesting. All right, so with the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands present at the root chakra region, so the Wands, it deals with the creativity factor, and the Ace of Wands is dealing with inspiration, new ideas, and then with the Eight of Wands, it represents the speed and action and travel and the swift change to go along with it. So basically, regarding to the foundation, the foundation or roots of her being is, of course, a new idea has basically take lift off. That's what I'm getting with this. You see the tree here in this image, so that represents, I always associate trees with the ancestral realm. So, and then you have the 2 deers here that are basically tussling it out, and then of course you see this girl, she is basically being lifted up by these, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, by these 9 balloons. She's being lifted swiftly up in the air because things are taken off swiftly in a swift manner. Other things to look out for with these particular cards is with the Ace of Wands is basically a spiritual awakening, a celebration of life, reevaluation. But of course, it carries the traits of inspiration and creativity. And then, of course, with the Eight of Wands, it represents being in alignment with the universe, traveling, protection, spiritual quests, job opportunities. But things are just set in movement, or they're basically in movement. So with her creativity, it has provided a swift change within the family, within regarding how she gets money and all those sorts of things. Which moves forward with the Lovers card being present here at the sacral chakra region. Of course, you see these two individuals here that's present. They are basically in water. Water represents, the feelings and emotions. So they're being connected on an emotional level. Also, I'm seeing moon cycles as well. As well as some butterflies that represents change as well. Now, the element associated with the Lovers card with this particular deck, it's representing air, and the chakra associated is with the heart. So, with passion and harmony, relationships, kindred spirits, and all those sorts of things, to stay in alignment with this is practicing shadow work and inner work, speaking for yourself and not for the partner. Okay. Of course, with the card description of this is a couple standing in a body of water are about to kiss. They symbolize the yin and the yang, the union of opposite forces of desire and attraction. While the Lovers represents romance and love in this card, it can represent relationships outside of a romantic context. It reminds us of the importance of self-love, that honoring and understanding that love is the basis of elevated, mature connection. Ultimately, we invest all of our time and energy and attention in someone or something. The Lovers card asks us to reflect on whom and what we give ourselves to. Now, as I mentioned before, when it came to her name breakdown, and I said the Lovers card, goes in correlation with the number 6, because that is the 6th card in the major arcana in regular tarot. And with the numerical aspect of the 6 regarding to her name, of course, she had a lack of that, which signifies relationship issues. Okay, it can result to some relationship issues, specifically within the family sector, and possibly with women or mother figures, which child neglect could play a factor into that. Plotting on your downfall could play a factor in that as well, because we're talking about the sacral chakra, which lead to repeated patterns, possibly going through with that. And it could result in some envy and guilt in that way. Refuses to take responsibility and ownership. That will go in that sector there, since that was a red card that come out. But yeah, those things can be highlighted in this manner here, since it's not in alignment, because the Lovers card is associated with the heart chakra with this particular deck. Of course, there's going to have to be some equal give and take, equal reciprocity. Again, shadow work is needed with this manner in order for her to, shadow work was needed in order for her to get over whatever transgression she had with her family members, specifically with women, motherly figures in her family, just so she could be able to continue to thrive in whatever she puts her mind to, right? Which leads to the Four of Coins here. Now, we did have the Four of Pentacles that came out as well, but it came out, did it come out in reverse? No, it didn't come out in reverse. But the Four of Pentacles, it represents materialism, represents possessiveness, it represents hoarding or holding back. Now, as you can see here in this image, this young lady, she has 4 cowrie shells behind her, is as if she's like holding back, withholding money for some reason, and then there's a door in front of her as well. So with the Four of Coins card, yeah, I was finna say, is it saying coins or not? With the Four of Coins in this deck, it's talking about conservatism and security, financial security, living within your means, solid budgeting, scarcity mindset could be like a yin factor. But with this card description, it's talking about woman looks at the door expectantly. She has her cowrie shells tucked behind her back. Her shells hold the energy of earthly stability and security. This energy is different from being secure and stable in yourself. While we all want to live comfortably, material comfort and gain should not come at the expense of others. Four of Coins warns of becoming fixated on earthly wealth and prosperity. When you have a one-track mind around financial concerns, it's easy to become disconnected from what is truly important in life, while having savings put away for rainy days. Unnecessary and wise. Make sure you're not operating from a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset is fear rooted in believing and acting from an idea that there will never be enough. The goal is to walk in the world carrying abundant mindset, having gratitude while knowing that there is more than enough to go around. Understand that giving and receiving are not separate entities. A balancing art act requires being able to receive when you give and be able to pay it forward when you gracefully receive it. Okay, so basically it's financially support something you believe in. Okay, so all that in a nutshell is she's, in my opinion, picking and choosing her battles on whether she wants to, invest in things that is either going to consider being hers or not. We did have Secret Baby or Child and Kiss Me Softly, that are solar plexus cards that came out. That could play a factor into that as well. But yeah, this is all about remaining, not being so paranoid, okay, and being anti-social, and again, learning how to balance work and life, so you can be able to continue to, live within your means, okay? And that's definitely regarding to her self-identity. She'll give when she give, and she'll hold back if she's not feeling towards it, if she's not feeling it. And that's basically what this picture is basically indicating, like, maybe not when it comes to giving up her possessions. She's basically like standing on business on that, like Like, this is the money that I earn. What makes you think I'm finna just give it to you, right? um, so with the 8 of baskets that's present in the heart chakra realm, it seems like she is walking. Okay, the 8 of baskets, aka the 8 of cups, represents walking away from a situation. Um, it may be feeling disappointment or sort of some feeling withdrawal or a sense of abandonment. So you see this woman, she basically is leaving her bags behind. How many bags is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's leaving 8 bags behind. And then the color scheme, it represents fall. So seems like she was leaving something or leaving something behind. So this is indicating a woman starts down a new path, leaving behind all her baggage. She knows that she could sit and wallow in emotions and connect to the past and have led to this point. It takes courage to walk away and forge a new routine or forge a new route. At times, we have to stop and admit to ourselves that things are no longer working or unable to be mended. This is not an easy decision to withdraw from someone or something that you may have invested so much time and energy, love into, but acknowledge that not everything is meant to last. The 8 of baskets is about honoring what is meant for you and being able to freely say goodbye to all that no longer resonates. It's the most tender-hearted of breakups that, while difficult is necessary, we cannot keep giving time and energy and space to people and things that hurt us or hold us back. It's time to release the soul ties that are no longer serving you. So it's basically leaving the past behind, seeking the truth, self-discovery. So it seems like, okay, so this is basically what that's talking about. Let me pull out some more cards with that. The 5 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands. Okay, so with her with the heart, it deals with not only love, but also deals with emotional healing or just healing itself. So it seems like she was leaving in the midst of leaving it all behind so she can go out and rediscover herself on that notion. And with that, she was probably trying to do it in silence. Or she was probably trying to do that in silence. Because, everybody cannot join you on this journey. Especially when you are leveling up or just trying to become a better person than you once was before. So yeah, seems like she was really trying to get on I don't want to say a straight and narrow, but finding, how should I say it? Making a change that you've been putting off. Yeah, there you go. Making a change that you have been putting off for so long. And there may have been some cock blocking down the way. And of course, family bringing you down in the midst of that. And this is, of course, this is something out of her comfort zone. But when you're growing, sometimes the pathway is going to be alone. That's all I can say on that one. Which leads to the 5 of baskets here. That's present in the throat chakra region. So the 5 of baskets is basically talking about a sense of loss or regret and another disappointment. Man, That's like 2 disappointments in a row. Oh my goodness. As you can see here, this male figure is basically disappointed because a set of eggs have fallen down. So I wouldn't be surprised this individual is like a in this image is like a egg farmer. So when you're losing eggs, you're losing out on revenue, right? So the 5 and then of course there goes that 5 again. So 5 represents change, sudden change, sudden upheaval. But this is about a man that dropped a carton of eggs on the ground at a market. Although one carton is salvageable, 4 others are intact, but the man is focused on the loss. The loss is painful. The 5 of baskets offer permission to grieve, allow for a release, as all your emotions are valid. Part of the healing process involves mourning emotion and your emotion and processing. Remember that healing is not a linear. Some days, weeks, months, or years will be easier than others. Avoid things doesn't make them go away. Make space for being in your feelings, but don't make a home there. Not all is lost. Practice shifting your focus on joyous memories. You'll be feeling happiness again. Trust that the best is yet to come. Of course, other factors with the 8 of baskets results to dwelling on the negative, not appreciating what you have, loss of perspective, disappointment, and regret. And that's why this card is a confirmation with this card, because she's and this is crazy that it's in the throat chakra region, but it seems like she felt like she still that whatever she has done thus far is still not enough. And even though she has all these other things that she has surpassed thus far, just like this man in this image, even though he has 4 other cartons on the side, just like she possibly had 4 other things that she has accomplished, there's this 5th thing that she is still focused on that she was still not able to get over on that one. Let's go ahead and clarify that, because that's regarding to like either speaking on how she feels, since this is dealing with a cups type of card. So this is regarding to her feelings. It's basically like like even though she feels like she has expressed this or has done that, it's still not enough to some people. So just it's almost like social media or the critics. Even though she has done these sorts of things, and people have given her flowers and stuff like that, there are still other people that still throw the negativity, and that's the thing that you will focus on, because that could either hurt her to lead her to be a little bit overthinking, or she can use that as motivation to help her prove people wrong, which is you don't have to prove people wrong when it comes to things. You just have to let things unfold, and if they don't like it, they don't like it. That's not up to you to please everyone on that matter. Let's clarify this. If I can find my name clarifying cards. Like I literally just had like some specific ones. Okay, let's clarify this. The 5 of baskets. And this reading is entirely too dang long. Oh my goodness. the page of one. Okay, lack of self-confidence. Excuse me. Lack of self-confidence brought lack of self-confidence. It has brought a lack of self-confidence. The six of fallen by the six of swords with better times ahead, overcoming hardship. And the ace of swords with bringing about clarity and focus. Okay, there we go. With her not being able to express how she feels about certain things, it has brought her self-confidence down a little bit, just a bit, which explains why she wanted to throw it all away. But there were better times ahead, which that becomes a challenge on a mental standpoint, because you're just trying to do what is best for you, and you're trying to honor your progress, but it's still not enough, right? But it brings about vision and clarity. She became aware of it, though. Which leads to the Son of Knives here that is present. So the Son of Knives is basically the page of swords in regular tarot. That's talks about a curiosity, a sense of curiosity. So with the Son of Knives, it brings about gossip and antagonistic vibes here. Which this picture depicts a young man dives headfirst into the body of water, spear in the hand. The Son of Knives encompasses the energy of being wild and free. He has made peace with his fears and continues to move forward, ready to take on anything that comes his way. The Son of Knives acts in bravery to the point of being reckless. The card reminds us of the necessity of voicing or speaking your truth. Assure that all ideas and thoughts are rooted in facts. Critical thinking is key. Be teachable, honorable, and honor that change is brought by being new, open to new thought, and process the ways of thinking. Basically with this Son of Knives card, it brings about constructive criticism and competitiveness, especially in the vision, intuition sector. The third eye chakra, it deals with intuition and inner knowing. So the knives, it brings about is the mental aspect. So since it was advised for her to gain a sense of clarity and insight and awareness of what has gone on thus far, especially what has came out with the previous cards, now it's time for her to again set in motion and get active and get your body moving. Okay, be wild and free. Be wild, be free. Use that as motivation to basically set the record straight. Okay, let me see what that's being clarified by. Okay, it's being clarified by the World card. With that, it brings about achievement and success, an end of a chapter. With the Empress card, of a nurturing individual, or end of a chapter possibly with the mother figure, since the Empress is like the mother figure of the tarot. And with the Seven of Coins, good things take time, so things may start to come to fruition for us, like any investments, or anything that has been left behind, and possibly within a 7-year time span, just like with this. Yeah, boom. Okay, new money. Okay, and then finally we got the Hangman here. That's in the crown chakra region. The Hangman. Again, this like looks like her, you know, because this is the crown chakra region. So crown chakra is dealing with, you know, the spiritual realm. So with that being said, is dealing with, there's a sense of uncertainty and stalemate. The woman is doing aerial yoga in nature. She is serene, embracing new concepts and perspectives within and outside herself. It's time to readjust and recenter. The Hangman asks you to surrender and accept the situation. She suggests that we lean into our intuition and trust the process. And with this being a water card, it is associated with the crown chakra. So the crown chakra is in alignment. How beautiful. With the water element that deals with, you know, emotions and feelings, being in the flow, letting go, surrendering, okay, gaining a new perspective, do a spiritual cleanse. So this is considered a spiritual cleanse for her. It almost is like it's almost like you know how like an old soul, like like an old soul reincarnated type of feels, type of deal, you know. Almost like, I don't want to say she's not supposed to be here, like she was, everybody's meant to be here, but her soul is on a whole nother level, if you get my drift. But yeah, this is why whenever this card came out with the crown chakra region, immediately this is like her energy right now. That was the card I gravitated the most when it comes to her as an individual, like, you know, being seeing things from another perspective, from a bird's eye view, you know. The spirit always will continue to live on, but the body, of course, it's, you know, it's in another, it lies beneath the earth for the earth to do its justice on that. So there's no need to clarifying that because it's in alignment. Now, far as closing messages, I'm gonna bring this deck out here. Okay, so far as lessons learned, what lesson is Enchanting learning? What lessons was Enchanting learning? Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. With spiritual career, and relationship change. Child, I didn't even okay, just keep that in mind. But oh my goodness. I didn't even shuffle the deck because I remember the other card from the other reading, child. The other two readings. Alright, what lesson did Enchanting learn? What was Enchanting's lesson? We have freedom. I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. And when you do that, you'll begin to gain abundance with yourself, especially on the self-love aspect. And of course, time out. Take time out for yourself to it was needed for her to take time for herself, because the 3 plus 7, that equals 10, that equals to 1, to make sure she knows who she is first, so she can remain in the high vibrational frequency that every person, that people should be on, to remain connected to the source, to remain connected to her higher self. That way she can know the ins and outs and being able to follow her gut at a solar plexus region and her spiritual eye on a spiritual level. Okay, last but not least, closing message for Enchanting. What is the correct question to ask from this deck? Hold on, let me see. Woo! It doesn't say. Okay. All right, let's go. Because this is about... We have love and communication that came out. And the act of love is objectivity at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So with love and communication, so the love card is talking about when you receive this message of love, you aren't alone. You're surrounded with light and given confirmation that you're protected, guided, and connected with your higher good or your spiritual team. When this card is validating a loved one, they're stepping forward with a very clear message: I love you. When you receive love, take a moment to work with the card. Visualize a beam of light flooding through your body before sinking into the rich strata of the earth beneath your feet. Allow the light to reach into the areas of your body that need healing energy. Open your heart chakra, feel it expand your entire space with life and the highest vibration of love. Invite your loved one closer. Don't discount the possibility that this energy is a beloved pet soul whose affection and loyalty remain palpable. Tell your loved one how you feel. Use your words or communicate purely through thoughts. It doesn't need to be perfect. They'll understand you. Ask them for guidance or a message, or show you a sign or a symbol every now and then. When the energy becomes weaker and this connection ends, don't forget to thank them and your spirit team. Hydrate by drinking a glass of water and go Ground yourself with a mundane activity, walking, gardening, snuggling with an animal, or eating something. Snacks make excellent grounders. I know that's right. Come on now, you gotta say snacking, and I'm right here with you. Now with the communication card, it says, so here you are minding your own business when someone says or does something. Now you must answer, or vice versa, whether it's trivial, breaking news, or a statement or question. You quickly process this data. You synthesize the choice of words, tone, unspoken body language, and facial expressions. Different people trigger different responses. Some people automatically bring out the best in you, inspiring the reason, trust, confidence, arguments. Others conjure the worst, provoking worthlessness, defiance, a high pigeon head, suspicion, combustion. Why is this? Some stimuli can regress you back to a time in your past that makes you feel, think, and act like a feral kid when you speak. And how did that work for you? When the communication appears, it wants to explore how you're relating to others in your life. According to Dr. Eric Byrne, father of the theory of transactional analysis, there are three key ego states: parent, adult, and child, and you routinely shift between them. And in a nutshell, the parent ego state is one of two choices: I am the boss of you. Is you learn from the adults around us who always say they know better. Orders and prohibitions punctuate this controlling voice. This voice says do, don't, ever, always. Or this parent is the voice of the nurturer, enabler, protector, modeled by a caregiver with an open heart and sometimes no boundaries. The child ego state also has at least two voices: one that is adaptive, compliant, obedient, disciplined, apologetic, pleasing, needy, or one that's spontaneous, wild, creative, defiant, fury, in your face. This Pee Wee Herman ego state likes to whine, snort, giggle, throw tantrums. I don't care. No, you are. Get out of my face. Adult ego state is irrational, reasonable, non-threatening, and non-threatening voice. It's firmly rooted in the here and now. It asks questions that engage. It begins a conversation in my most humble and non-wildly me biased opinion, or I appreciate. This is the healthiest, maturest voice. It gets the parent ego state off their perch and talks the child ego state of the ledge. Not only does this generate the most successful interactions, but it can also, by example, teach the reactive parent and the child to behave. Our beloved dad of communication knows this will take work, but relationships can improve by developing an awareness of your own role in a transaction. Be mindful of your intent, which affects your words and tone, and keep looking for mature responses. It's the pattern breaker. Dang, is this relating to her parents? I guess this is a message to her parents, child. And lastly, the act of love, which regarding to objectivity, is at the bottom of the deck. And that's talking about a dialogue between two alleged grown-ups that's either frosty or overheating. Ostensibly, this occurs because one or both parties isn't thinking, feeling, or behaving like a level-headed adult. Some people will automatically bring out the shine in you, others the shade. It could be the words themselves, the tone, the facial expression, the body language that unconsciously trigger the way you respond. Is there a voice that sounds like a finger wagging parent figure? Or whining was a throwback to a stormy childhood defiance? Do you find yourself responding in a strained way to either keep or theoretically combust the peace? Either way, this increases the probability of future regrets or a damaged relationship. Whether or not you also pull the beloved dead of communication in your spread, your act of love is to be the untriggered person at this time. Be mindful of maintaining a balanced, stable relationship. objective way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. This way of interacting with others has the potential to improve the dynamics in an exchange, enticing them to meet you on a higher ground where they feel less threatened or allowed to be threatened. Alternatively, when the context involves an experience or memory, this act of love is asking you to keep your emotions on ice and judge and check so that you don't jump into the wrong conclusion. So, yeah, it's definitely given. This message is dedicated to my parents. That's what it's given. This message is dedicated to my parents. As far as like the ending of that. This is very interesting. So it seems like there was conflict, possibly within her childhood, that led to her being somewhat social, isolated. And then there's new money and investments coming down, new money and investments, which resulted to work some ups and downs on the financial standpoint. But things will start to unfold, or things have started to unfold in this 7-year time span. However, with the Two of Wands, there was a decision that need to be made, which led to a passing due to holding on to things too tightly. Well, that completes the reading for Miss Enchanting. This was a deep one, to say the least. And this was a long one, as a matter of fact. And yeah, feel free to chime down in the comment section with this one. This one was a doozy. This one is just as long as the Tupac one. Tupac one was 2 parts, and it was about the same length. And do you think I'm finna make this a 2-part one? Nope. Nope. Not at all. But I want y'all to chime down in the comment section what y'all thought about this message below. Again, I thank you all for tuning in to the video. For the new subscribers, I welcome you all. I show gratitude to you already. Mwah, kisses to you all. For the ones who are returning to view the video, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Your girl is making it out here. I'm taking it day by day. But with that being said, sending love, strength, and healing to all the parties involved with this situation. And always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next one.